Hey, how you guys doing? It's the Bass Boy from Illinois, and here is your 2011 ICAST report on casting reels. With a lot of thought process and reviewing all the different casting reels this year, I have made a list of the top 10 new casting reels for 2012. So let's start with number 12. Daiwa. The Daiwa T3 is a really nice reel, only 6.5 ounces, but it's $429, and that's a lot of cash for a bait casting reel these days with the economy being so bad. So that's why that's number 10. Number 9, another Daiwa Z200. Awesome reel, let me tell you. I mean, I'm sure it can take out a 15-pound bass in Okeechobee weeds, but it weighs 9.9, which is the heaviest reel this year, and it costs $650. So no one our age is buying that unless you're just wasting money or you're sponsored by them. And like I said, beautiful reel, but extremely too much, and it's kind of heavy for its price. Okay, let's go to number 8. Let's stick with Daiwa. The Daiwa T3 Ballistic. It's a little cheaper, it's only $249.99, so $250. There's a theme this year with a lot of the reels being $249.99, and that's usually like the higher end reels of their organization that they're making this year. So great reel. I haven't seen it or held it or anything yet. They haven't come out with it besides at ICAST. So I'd be interested to see that, how it would put up against, the PT or the Lose Team Speed Spool, just to see how a $250 reel does with the other $250 reels. Number 7, the Lose Team Speed Spool. Same concept as last year, the silver magnesium frame, really nice reel, weighs 7.1 ounces. $250, and it casts a mile. Lose is new on the market, and if I have to say anything special about it, it'd be the casting. It is so far, but I could rave about the Lose reels forever, but I'll just stick to that. Number 6, we have the Quantum Tour KVD Cranking Classic reel. As usual, KVD has come out with a great tournament series baitcaster, and it just looks great. The color on it is superb. I haven't seen a better looking reel. It is just great looking, and I'm sure it does its job in the cranking field. Number 5, the Lose Tournament MG reel. This is just like the KVD Tour cranking series, but it's a little heavier. The KVD is 7.5 and the Lose is 8.3, but it's half the price. It's only $130 instead of $250. So that's a great price for a reel that can cast so far and that has a great looking design. Not the colors, but a great sleek design, a big spool, deep spool, power handle cranking. It's a really nice reel to get your crankbaits in the strike zone for as long as possible. Number 4, it's not just one reel. It took a while for me to decide this, but the Akuma series has exploded this year. They just had a few nice reels last year with the the Certic and all those, but this year they came out with 3 awesome reels. One is the Krios, which is $105, and that's 8.4 ounces. Then you take a large step up to the Komodo, which is an awesome looking black carbon fiber reel with red accents, and that only weighs 6.5 ounces, so that's a really light reel. And then the Helos is 6.3 ounces. One of the lightest reels this year. So I'm blown away from what Akuma has done with their reels this year. I can't wait to get my hands on one and see how smooth they are and how far they cast. Number 3, is the Daiwa PX Type R casting reel. I'm sure you guys have seen this. It is the black reel with the red accents and the cork handles. You know, it's a great reel. It looks so cool. It's super lightweight, only 5.8 ounces. But it's $500, you know, and again, that's a lot of money for a reel. So if it was cheaper, that would definitely be number one on my list. Another concern is with those actual cork handles. I have a fear that they could break or get mold in them or consume water, you know, so that's a little concern, but awesome reel. So now we're down to the nitty gritty, the number one and number two. And yes, the reel I've been talking about a lot this year is the Quantum XOPT, and that falls number two. So the XOPT, you know, exoskeleton outside, they've taken away all the aluminum alloy from where it doesn't need to be, but they didn't take away any size to it, you know, of the spool or any of the bearings. You know, they kept all the credentials in there to make it a great reel. And it's only 5.9 ounces, which is the second to lightest reel out there today. And then that brings us to number one, and that is the Abu Garcia Revo MGX. 5.4 ounces, $350. It is well worth your money. Abu Garcias are the smoothest reels that I've had, you know. Luz, you know, matches them with that, but they cast, you know, Luz has the farther casting, but Abu Garcia is just a great reel company, you know. I would never put them down, and extremely light. I cannot believe they made a casting reel 5.4 ounces. I can't wait to see what the weights are next year for the reels. And that'll about do it. I want to give an honorable mention to Shimano. They have improved some of their reels this year, you know, but no, none of them really came out and grabbed my attention. But you know, for all you Corrado fans that thought the Corrado was not going to be here, it is, you know, just tweaked a little different. The painting's a little different, and it weighs 6.9 ounces, which is a little lighter. It's called the Shimano Corrado 200G. So hopefully it's just a little better version of your Corrado. So that'll do it. Tell me what you guys think of my list. If you think anything should change, tell me. If you find any new prices on any websites, tell me. These are all Tackle Warehouse prices. But yeah, that'll do it. Please subscribe and wait for my next video. We're gonna do the 2012 top 10 rods of ICAST. All right, thank you guys very much.